So, could I get know something about you more? I know you're a journalist.
Yes, it is. Yes.
What journal are you working for?
It's for a daily newspaper in Sweden.
Okay.
Called ETC.
ETC.
Yeah.
Right. What's the main topic of news? It's like all social, political.
It's
cultural.
It's basically everything.
Okay.
Ordinary newspaper, I would say. National news, international news, culture, a lot of focus on climate issues, and so on.
Could you update me? What is the latest big news for you regarding climate changing? Because we have, kind of different focus in Ukraine currently. But yeah, I'm very interested in life in general on Earth. Yeah.
Well, I suppose. Well, it's a good question. I think at the moment, I suppose a lot of people are quite disappointed in that the international summits, COP, are not resulting in anything more.
True.
I was in Egypt writing about this when it was being organized in November in Egypt. But I don't know if there's anything other. Latest news regarding that. I'm not sure. That's not my field. Also, I mainly write about foreign affairs, such as Ukraine or Europe, Middle East. Yeah. I did interview when I was here in November. I interviewed the Ukrainian. What's it called? Ukrainian nature protection.
Oh, like a service from the government?
No.
Ministry.
NGO.
Oh.
Non-state organization.
Okay, cool.
Ukrainian Nature Protection Association or something. I forgot the name.
Sounds good.
So it's the one of the most, maybe the most influential green NGO working with climate protection
in Ukraine.
Yes, and nature protection in Ukraine. So it was quite interesting because they, for example, were not agreeing with some things that the government is saying. They were pointing to much bigger, dangers for the nature with the war than the government. It was certainly the environmental minister is doing.
Yeah, cool.
And also this international media. There's been a lot of information that thousands and thousands of dolphins have been killed in the Black Sea.
Yeah.
And this organization said that there is no evidence at all for this. There's other much more concrete issues to work with.
And which they named?
For example, contamination of the soil by Russian bombs.
Yeah.
This is a much bigger problem.
Yeah. True.
Also. The fact that in the east of Ukraine, many chemical plants and industries, factories, they've been destroyed.
Yeah.
And a lot of chemicals and waste and so on, it has been leaking into the soil.
Yeah.
This is a much bigger problem than an oil refinery burning for some days. Much bigger problem.
Yeah, it's a big open question for Ukraine. Have they named the plan for these territories? And I mean, it's all local problems, so it should be like different in each case. I think. But maybe they named like a kind of solution or something.
Solution is, well, what they said is that it's difficult to talk about the solution unless we know exactly how big the problem is.
Yeah.
And the problem is that
we couldn't even know.
They don't know because they are not allowed to go and make
Yeah.
tests because
Yeah.
it's a war zone.
Yeah.
So they don't even know. They can only estimate that the problem is. Everyone already understands that the problem is very big, but they don't know exactly how big because it's not allowed to take tests.
Yeah.
So we will see. But they were sounding quite worried.
As we all should. It's crazy to be happy nowadays. And so you said it was interview, so everyone could read it or listen to it?
Yeah.
Where could we find it?
It's on. It was in the newspaper. It's
online.
And online.
Okay.
Print and online.
Cool.
I could send you the link if you want to.
Yes.
However,
yes, sure.
I need. It's a paywall, so I would need to send the text and not the article.
Okay. How long do you plan to stay in Ukraine?
I am staying until the weekend.
Okay.
And then I have to return home.
Тиждень. Да, до weekend.
Because I came here. I came in the beginning of last week.
Okay.
Yeah, so I couldn't be here longer. It's quite long.
Yeah, it's already enough to see. What have you seen, Kyiv?
I've made lots of interviews mainly, and going around to visit different locations. I went to Kherson also. Yeah.
Oh.
З ким ще плануєте провести інтерв'ю, з ким ще плануєте зустрітися?
Do you planning to meet someone else for interview more?
I'm not sure. Maybe yes, maybe one or two more persons. Because I haven't got a lot of time left. Then maybe one or two. But I made a lot of interviews already. So
cool.
Yeah.
So what would the article be like?
This one now?
Yeah, I mean this one.
Well, I will write about because I first interviewed Tolik, and this was about how he left his career as a businessman, basically, to do this engagement instead.
Yeah.
So we'll start with that, and then I will write about how this is a solution both to fight against the high prices of trying to buy things internationally.
Yeah.
But perhaps also the reluctance of certain countries not to help Ukraine with military equipment. or enough equipment, we can say. So
The great purpose.
yeah, so that's how I will. That's the perspective of the article.
I'm not sure if Alexander sent it to you. We have a document. It's like already a anniversary of organization. It's around. Да, ж організувалось десь дуже близько до 24-го. So yeah, it's year of war, year of organization.
Офіційно зареєструвались ми пізніше, так як виникла проблема з отриманням якраз донатів за кордону, а взагалі почали організувалися дати.
Перші дні.
Да, перші тижні. Ну ось. А далі якраз вже виникала проблема донатів, тому потрібно було створення charity organization для отримання донатів за кордону.
Yeah, so the establishment was last for some weeks because of paperwork and everything, bureaucracy, and then yeah, just because they need to have international donations, so it should be like a different level of some legalization. Yeah, and so I was saying that Alexander just sent me the kind of just list of everything that they already did and equipment that they produce with the prices, with specifications.
Specific list.
Yeah, and photos. Maybe Anatoly sent some.
I don't think you sent it to me, no, but this would be great to see actually.
I think I can share it with you already.
Because then it's much easier for me to know what has been produced.
Yeah, it's a lot actually. 17 pages.
Да, до речі, Анатолій казав, що мав скинути, він або забув. Да, і там якраз по картинкам можна показати на виробництво саме чого ми зараз їдемо.
In your WhatsApp already.
Ага. Right, okay, thank you. This is
Very helpful.
very helpful, yes.
А можу сказати, що перша частина там, прочитай там як річний звіт, там на англійській там підписано. Перша частина це річний звіт, а друга частина це напрямки нашої допомоги і список того, що виробляють наші волонтери.
Okay. So the first part is the annual report, and then the second one it's all volunteer organizations from Ukraine, from Kyiv, and their products.
Which page are you on?
It's the second part starts at 7th.
Aha.
Directions of activity of like partners of Ukrainian armor.
І там вказані собівартості продукції. І якщо її порівняти з будь-якими комерційними магазинами, то можна побачити, що вона набагато нижча, там в декілька разів.
Yeah, the price comparable to other profitable organizations, like businesses, is like twice or even 3 times sometimes cheaper than they offer. Just because it's a charity organization, there is no profit.
No, exactly.
Передаємо ми безкоштовно.
Yeah, and it's completely free, so they just give it to army, basically with the official request from them, and then it's like all listed, documented. But it's for free. I mean, it's a main point. They just sometimes they just need something right now, and there's no need to.
Співдружні виробництва виготовляють на способі вартості.
Yeah, and
організація на способі вартості, а передає безкоштовно.
Ой, треба, я не пам'ятаю, як собі вартість.
Все.
Нет. Так? Self-cost, ти думаєш? Я думаю, є ще одне слово. Собі вартість. Так, просто cost, дивись. Yeah, so the organization, like the partners, the businesses that working with the charity organization of Alexander and Anatoly is having special pricing from businesses itself. So they paying only the cost itself, like just for materials, and then they just passing it to army after production.
Yeah, but this was really good, this list.
Зараз ми якраз їдемо на текстильне виробництво, тобто там вся текстильна продукція, яка там можна побачити, plate carrier, watches, tactical belts. Зараз ми їдемо на виробництво текстильної частини і виробництво багів і розкладки, можна сказати, що з того списка.
Yeah, so